Over 20,000 vehicles per day cross this bridge during the summer. Only a few hundred people who decide to stop here discover the unique harmony of man and nature in a little village underneath the bridge, the village of Rastoke. After flowing above ground for only 6.5 kilometers, the Slunčica River ends majestically in thousands of waterfalls that pour into the Korana River. People never polluted the natural environment here, but they still knew how to make good use of it. Documents from the 17th century testify that every house in Rastoke had at least one mill, depending on the number of rapids flowing under the house. It stayed this way until 1991, when the war raged through Rastoke. The old oaken houses and the millstones under them were destroyed by artillery fire and fell into the Korana, just like the travertine barriers over which the Slunčica cascades. All 30 of the families that lived in Rastoke at the time were exiled. Maria, who still rinses her machine-washed laundry in the Slunčica, is one of the only 30 or so people who have returned to Rastoke after the war.
When I was in exile, I could hardly wait to come here and wash my laundry. We're used to doing it this way. We do have washing machines, but it's better this way. It's cleaner, and our clothes smell nicer.
Slavko's house is just above one of the larger falls. All of his ancestors were millers, but Slavko's mill rarely does any actual grinding today. Although the moving water provides 2.5 horsepower, modern mills with electric engines are much more practical. The grains once used to make Rastoke bread are not as common as they used to be. The main ingredient in so-called broja bread is faro, or spelt, the rarest part of a healthy diet today. After the war, the houses in Rastoke were reconstructed so they wouldn't ruin the appearance of this centuries-old village. Although old construction methods could not be completely employed, the principles remained the same. The houses over the rapids had to be plastered with travertine.
This is very good and useful construction material. It's better than stone or cement. It's porous and it breathes, even though moisture doesn't get into it. It's much healthier than any other kind of substance.
Travertine is what gives Rastoke such great beauty. There are few rivers that possess all of the right conditions for the formation of travertine barriers. A specific temperature and quantity of calcium carbonate, the purity and alkalinity of the water, the speed of its current, and the presence of travertine-forming organisms. All of this makes the otherwise unassuming and short Slunčica a true princess of waterfalls. Danko heard of this heavily damaged natural wonder after it was liberated.
Every year when we return from the sea, we stop by here. Everything is so beautiful, wherever you look. That's the reason why we always come.
If you ever pass through Slunj, take some time to see Rastoke. This natural pearl and the village that grew on top of it can teach us something. Like how to wash a rug or the heaviest woolen blanket with ease, without harming the environment. As the people here say, the power and purity of the Slunčica is better than any type of detergent.